Welcome back to the forecast. This is week 3. I'm your co-host, Out of Position, or Bailey, and this is your other co-host, Kyle, Better Kyle podcast. And we're here to bring you the forecast for this weekend, the exciting games we have, the matchups that are going on, what you should look out for, the upsets we could see coming, the top-ranked teams that are playing. We have some more things coming. Wouldn't you say, Kyle?
I would say the same thing, too. I'm excited to see the game this weekend. Top 10 matchups, possible upsets. Still early.
I think today, though, we're going to focus on the Florida Gators first because that's a big game this weekend, is it not, Kyle?
Yes, it is. Must win. Very much. Very big game.
Do you expect to see them coming out swinging differently than they did against USF? That was at home, too, by the way, Kyle.
They better. We need it. We need these games. These are the rivalry games. These are bragging rights for the whole year. Need those.
Yeah. But do you think Lagway can live up to the... I'm sorry, not Lagway. I want to focus on Billy because I know you're a fan of Billy's. A lot of people have been doubting him from the Florida fan base, and I know you have a lot of tiffs and taps with that, don't you?
I do. Their criticism is warranted, but at the same time, I feel like I know we're not what we used to be, but I feel like we're heading in the right direction. Like he has us headed in the right direction. The play calling is sketchy. It is questionable, but I just feel like we've come a long way from when he first started, and I feel like we'll be fine if we stay on the right track and just stick together.
I agree. I think we have a lot of talent on the roster this year. I mean, the most talent I think we've seen since Anthony Richardson was leading it with, his squad.
Yes.
But that's another thing. Billy has to put it into his own terms. Like you said, this is Billy's team. We don't get to decide what happens with his team. He gets to decide. Do I think, and I want to get your opinion on this too, do I think he would benefit from having an offensive coordinator, a play caller? Yes, greatly. But I know he doesn't want to. Wouldn't you say he would, though?
I know he probably would, but at the same time, he's an offensive-minded coach, so he wants to die by his sword. Like, he wants to die on the sword. Like, he's stuck in his ways, which could be a good or a bad thing, but at the same time, you just got to respect it. A coach only knows his philosophy. So this is how he's been. This is bread and butter. If this is what he wants to do, let him do it.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, it's not like he didn't win any games last year. Okay, and the fans are acting like that now.
I would just say that as long as he has the trust and the backing of his players and his coaching staff, who are we to judge? As long as he has that, that's all that matters. They trust and believe in him, so we should too.
The clock is the only judge in football. When the last second hits, that score is what matters. I mean, let's be real here. And LSU looks good, don't they? I know they had their little arguments with Clemson and whatnot, but I don't think Clemson's as hot as everybody expected them to be either. I think Caleb Klubnik is, he's a good quarterback, but he's not what people thought he was. I think everybody this offseason was overhyped. I think that's the truth,
This is true. I feel like I would just piggyback off what you're saying is they were, I feel like a lot of praise was given to teams that, there was no preseason college football, so we're just going based off of what we see on paper, and you can't win a championship on paper. They had, certain quarterbacks in the Heisman race who haven't proven anything yet, so you can be put in that conversation. But, we're heading into week 3, so we'll see. This gives everybody another opportunity to show us that, everybody was right on, their words about them.
You either belong or you don't, basically.
Sink or swim.
Sink or swim. Dang, you think that's this kind of week is sink or swim?
Every week is sink or swim.
Dang, every week.
Your resume is updated every week. It's what have you done for me lately? In football, in college football, your resume is updated every single week.
How do you feel about our O-line against LSU's defensive end?
I think that we could dominate them. I don't think anybody on our schedule is unbeatable. I think we have a chance to beat everybody.
Now, you say dominate them, but we're talking about at LSU again here, Kyle. Dominate. Wouldn't you say be very competitive against? Dominate is a strong word.
We could be very competitive, but I would say dominate because we had, our whole offensive line returned. We have Jake Slaughter. We have Austin Barber.
Yes.
These guys are seniors. I mean, these guys are nasty. These guys are potential first-round picks.
Do you think Billy's going to have the technical penalties cleaned up for this game at least, or try to?
He better.
100 yards is a lot of yards to give up.
We handed them yardage. The same way we said spot the ball, we spotted them yards.
We spotted them the ball.
Yeah. We spotted them the win. That's what we did.
Yeah. The points, too, I would agree. The safety, all of it. But I do think Florida could come out with a win here. I know you think the same thing, Kyle.
I know that. I know we can.
Do you want to give a prediction to the score, maybe, just so we could have a little fun here this episode?
Prediction. I got Florida winning 24-17.
24-17. Okay, that's a good prediction. I got Florida as
What
well.
about you?
I got Florida as well at 21-24. That's what I'm gonna say.
Let me ask you a question.
Close.
Why?
I think that Death Valley is a serious stadium, and I don't know if our boys are really geared and prepared for that to be their first road game for the year. Usually it's something like very mundane, very something, a cupcake school, really.
Vanderbilt
Or Tennessee, Kentucky. It's usually one of those. So that's the only fear of mine that I have and why I think it's going to be so close. Because loudness, and we've seen it time and time again at the Swamp, loudness has an effect.
Fans do play an effect in the game. Coaching, they call it,
Yes.
They're like the 12th man, if you would say.
Yes, they are the 12th man. Now, let's roll into the real storms brewing up this weekend, too, because I know that's just happening in Louisiana. But we're having stuff happen here in Florida, too. When you say a small hurricane is brewing down in South Florida for this weekend?
Yes, it is. Very big game. USF versus Miami.
That's right. And the quarterback matchup, Carson Beck, he's returning. Well, he's not returning. He came from Georgia, but he's going to be there. He's a good quarterback, they say. And I forget Byram, right?
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback as well. I think that's going to be a good matchup. I think this is their prove or die moment. Like, this is if we find out USF is really good or not what we thought.
This is it. Now, it's in Miami, obviously.
It's in Miami, yeah.
That's tough, man. I'm not saying that USF doesn't have a chance. Miami Stadium isn't, hostile, but to go on the road against a hot Miami Hurricanes team is going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, no cakewalk.
It's a challenge.
And I don't believe that they're going to make. This is true. I don't believe they're going to make the same mistakes we did. I don't want to say more disciplined, but they're disciplined. Mario Cristobal, say what you will, but he's a pretty good coach.
Okay, I've never heard you say that before, Kyle. That's impressive, man. I didn't expect that coming from you. We talked about Cristobal, how he should have been blackballed before, but that's not this episode. That was just.
You got to give credit when credit's due.
Hey, when credit is due, that reverts me to giving Tommy his credit because he is a hell of a quarterback with the FSU program. I think he's running amok with everybody that they're facing right now, even if they're not anybody good. I think he's doing a good job being able to be adverse in that situation.
It's been a year since, they went 2-10, but I feel like with him transferring in, this is a positive side of the transfer portal. They were able to get a quarterback who was not the best at Boston College, but he was able to go to Florida State and basically, I don't want to say revive the culture because it's only been 3 weeks, but he's able to bring new life into that program, which they didn't have last year with DJ. And it's disheartening for me to see as a Florida Gator fan. But for them, I know it's big time for them.
Yes, it has. Another game I wanted to give a shout out for people to watch is Vanderbilt versus South Carolina. Because Lenore Sellers is doing phenomenal. He's keeping up with, what they thought he would be. He's not as consistent as they thought he would be, but I think that's going to be a big matchup. And that's going to be kind of the point where you see if Vanderbilt is for real this year like they were last year.
I agree, too. They had Sellers as a Heisman candidate as well. And Vanderbilt last year, they was like the Cinderella team in college football last year. And they have a lot to prove, too. And I feel like South Carolina can't take them lightly because Alabama took them lightly. And we saw what happened to them last year.
We've seen that.
They took the goalpost and was walking down Nashville,
down
Tennessee.
The street, down the street. Going to the creek, son. Getting real funky with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was going wild over there.
No, they was going crazy. Rightfully so.
Moonshine out, busted it open. They did good. I was proud of them that day. I was actually more excited that they won than we won, I'm sure.
Really?
I think so. Because I hate Alabama with a passion. I hate Alabama with a passion to the guts. I hate Georgia with a passion. I hate everybody, dude. But it doesn't mean I can't look at them and, view them for what they are. Yeah. Then we also have the Ole Miss and Arkansas. That's going to be a good game to watch out for. But coming in a little bit hot. First off, me and you both have the same opinion about Lane. Lane ain't the guy. He's not the guy.
Not even close.
He's not the greatest.
Great offensive mind, but he's not going to be the guy to get you over the hump.
No, he hasn't won anything. We talked about this multiple times.
He's not.
He's never won an SEC championship. Never won a national championship. Nothing.
Nope.
People love him still. I don't understand. I think it's his character.
I think it's his personality and the fact that he makes football kind of fun. Like his play calling is like not backyard football like, but I feel like he schemes up a lot of like great plays for his quarterbacks and offensive players to the point where it's a fun offense to play in. It's not anything that's like robotic or like stagnant. Like he's gonna draw in trick plays in there, different pass plays in there to make it like, open up the playbook, make it more fun and exciting for fans to watch. He's very entertaining, if you would say, if the people would say.
Well, college football isn't about entertainment, it's about college football. So maybe he should go work in the NFL. Maybe he belongs there. Maybe he should quit his job. Those are all
I don't think he's gonna do that.
I don't think he's going to do that either. He probably should at some point. Give up. You're not going to make it, bud. Okay, also we had Georgia meeting Tennessee at Tennessee. I think Tennessee Stadium, the stadium is going to be a big factor in this one too, wouldn't you say?
No, I would say. They're going to be rocking. Joey Aguilar, their quarterback who replaced Nico, he's playing pretty good right now, man. And Georgia, they're not who they used to be.
They are not.
They are not. They're very vulnerable right now.
They had trouble with P in the first half of that game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're all in court, not a football
practice
I know. Anyways. So
they're focused on speeding on the highway.
Driver's ed classes instead of football drills. How convenient. But Kirby Smart's a dynasty maker. I think Kirby Smart is a goofball. I think he's a goofball. I think he won 2 championships in a decade and 2 years. That's not a dynasty in my eyes. I think he won those by luck of recruiting and staffing. He had Muschamp. Dude, Muschamp's crazy. Muschamp's crazy good when it comes to passion for football. But I think they could do good. I think Georgia could beat Tennessee very easily if they just stick to their guns, do what they know best, don't get all rowdy.
I hope they both lose.
If it was possible, Kyle.
If they could tie, hell yeah. Me too.
Also, we have Texas A&M and Notre Dame, and it's a night game. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be the one to watch. I'll definitely be tuning in.
Yeah, I have to watch that one. Both top 25 teams, I mean, who could not watch that?
Nah, facts. Nah, got to. You never know what's going to happen.
Yep, and then we already know our game is going to be at 7:30 as well. ABC. If you guys didn't know, it's on ABC. Check it out, 7:30. We're going to be watching it. If you live close enough to me, you'll probably hear me from the TV. Because I'll be yelling at the TV when they be doing dumb stuff. Like spitting, throwing shoes.
I have a question, though. What do you think are the keys to us winning?
Ooh, the keys to us winning. The O-line has to be healthy. We have to run the ball when it's permitted. The last thing, I wanted to point this out. Because I think Josh Pate pointed this out. And I watched some of his stuff, not all of his stuff. But we ran the ball when we should have been throwing it. And threw the ball when we should have been running it. Like, I think we need to really step back and understand our game plan for the game. Because at the end of the game, we didn't have good clock management. And I think that's something that could have really turned it around. And that's something you can work on easily, We just have to be better managers of that.
And then also, I would just say, we got to be more disciplined. We have to play as a cohesive unit together. That's the only way we're going to get this done.
You have to show up to want to play. Those boys didn't even look like they wanted to be there last week. So, you're right. You have to have that attitude, that killer instinct. That's good, Kyle. I like that.
Appreciate it.
Now, you expect Lagway to have a good game?
I expect him to have a great game.
You think he's going to hold up to the standard?
Every week. I think he will.
Week.
I know he will.
I like that. You think he's healthier now? I mean, it's only been a week.
I wouldn't say completely healthy. He's working his way back, but the only way you're going to be able to be at full strength and work your way back is from playing. He has to be out there.
Yeah.
Hurt and injured are 2 different things.
Is there any point that you would take him out if this game he's not?
If it's out of reach, possibly. But
okay.
my 100% faith is in the Gators, and we're never out of it.
If it's 17-0 the third quarter with 2 minutes on the clock and you're rolling into the fourth, you don't throw Trevor in?
No.
Lagway time. Who's my DJ? Who's your DJ? That's my DJ.
That's our guy, man. That's our guy.
I know. Well, I think that about wraps it up for this episode, though. I mean, we talked about what you guys wanted to hear. Matchups. Mm-hmm. Kyle, you got something to add for this episode? I know you're itching. I can see you behind that beard.
Man, I'm excited. I'm just ready for these games. For these games to start, man. I'm ready to watch, man. Hopefully everybody else tunes in.
Yeah. Hey, y'all need to tune in. Hey, like and subscribe and comment on this if you don't agree with us, please. Especially. Because we know what we're talking about. Y'all don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. I ain't real with that, but, hey, comment if you think you know something. That's what I'm saying. But I think it's going to be a good college football weekend, as it always is. College football is the best sport there is. Like,
hell yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Kyle, it was a great episode.
Always.
I thank you for having us doing this. This was so. I always have fun with this, man. You know that?
Same.
Good time.
Follow us on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok.
Dang. Hey, send
Twitter.
me your Instagram or your Twitter and stuff. Yeah. I don't even know if I follow you on Twitter. I don't even know Twitter, dude. I just be sharing my stuff, hitting the X button, like, oh, share it.
Gotta get on it, man. Gotta get on it. The fan engagement is crazy.
Okay, dude. I'll get on it. You know. Hey, you just ran into somebody, you know? Didn't you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Hey,
Stephen
if
Harris.
you don't want to shout
Stephen
him out,
Harris. Gator great.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. National championship holder right there, boy.
Hey, national champion. Yes, sir.
06. That's right. Well, man, it was a pleasure doing this episode for you guys. We hope you guys tune in for the fallout. I can't even speak. That's how excited I am, Kyle. I'm going crazy, Kyle. Ready for football, dude. It's this weekend, dude. It's tomorrow. Football. Get to it. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Peace.